Hello everyone, this is NCERT class 9, chapter 5, the fundamental unit of life, part 1. So first we have to learn what is fundamental unit of life. So fundamental unit of life is our cell, that means koshika. So first question arises here is that why we call cell as a fundamental unit of life? Because every organism which is present on this earth, that means every organism means life, and life, that means organism is made up of cell only. Either it is unicellular form or multicellular form. All organism made up of cell only. So here we have to say cell is a structural unit of life as well as functional unit of life. Why we call it as a structural unit of life? Because every organism life form is made up of cell only. Now, why we call it as a functional unit of life? Because your cell at a basic level perform all the function. Either it is nutrition, digestion, excretion, blood circulation or reproduction. Everything is performed by the cell only. So here in this slide we have to remember that cell is a structural unit as well as functional unit of life. Now, discovery of the cell. So first time cell was seen by Robert Hooke, scientist, in cork cambium. Now what is cork cambium? Cork is a substance which come from the bark of tree. ये क्या होता है? छाल होती है ट्री की. So he saw in 1665 cells in cork cambium. Now Robert Hooke resembled this structure like a honeycomb structure, which is consisting of many compartments. Okay, so its cell resemblance is looking like a honeycomb structure. Now, can you see? This is a structure which is seen by Robert Hooke, scientist. Here you can see a small compartment, little compartment are there. These little compartment or rooms are called a cell by Robert Hooke. In compartments को Robert Hooke ने cell कहा. Okay. So cell is a Latin word. Its meaning is a little room. So first time cell name was also given by Robert Hooke. Next, ल्यूहेनवॉक साइंटिस्ट आए. उन्होंने 1674 में दे सॉ ए सिंगल सेल विच इज प्रेजेंट इन ए पॉन्ड वाटर बाय हिज इम्प्रूव्ड माइक्रोस्कोप. सो डिफरेंस इज दैट in 1665 Robert Hooke saw a dead cell, cork cell, while in 1674 Leeuwenhoek saw a living cell, free living cell. Those cells called as animalcule by Leeuwenhoek scientists. Now, in 1831, Robert Brown scientist discovered the nucleus in the cell. We will discuss it later. Now, what are living organism made up of? So, I already told you that living organism, every living organism made up of cell only. So, here is a onion peel cell under the microscope. You can see how it is looking under the microscope. So this is the cell structure of onion peel, that means plant cell, and it's a tiny compartment you can see here. This is a cell, one cell, so many cells are there, and this is outer wall of the cell which is called as cell wall. Now inner lining you can see here, this is cell membrane, and nucleus is also there, and this is light colored vacuole. It's a big space. This is called as a vacuole. And cytoplasm is there. So we will discuss it all the structure component in later slides. Some of the organism like unicellular organism, for example, bacteria, blue-green algae made up of only single type of cell. While some organisms have various kind of cell in their body. For example, this is the picture of human body cell. Different type of cells are there. This is motor neuron cell. This is the longest cell of the body. RBC cell, red blood cells, which is present in our blood. White blood cells, it is also present in our blood. And this is a cell which is present in the inner lining of intestine. This is bone cell, osteoblast. And this is ovum cell, and this is sperm cell. Now, this is the cell theory. Cell theory came in 1839 by two scientists, Schleiden and Schwann, and later it is expanded by Rudolf Virchow scientist. So what is in this cell theory? Cell theory, 3 points are there in cell theory. First, all the plant and animal are composed of cell, or we can say any organism is composed of cell only. Now, second point is cell is a basic unit of life. I already discussed this point. Now, third point is, which is given by Rudolf Virchow scientist, that every cell arises from pre-existing cell. That means cell division is there in the cell. Cell is reproduced by cell division only. Now, organism is divided into two parts. One is unicellular, another one is multicellular. Uni means hota hai single. That means organism possess single type of cell. That means organism is having a single cell. It is made up of single cell. That's why we call it as unicellular, single cell organism. And another one is multicellular, organism having more than one type of cell, multi cells. So this is called as multicellular. Now, unicellular example are amoeba, chlamydomonas, paramecium, bacteria, and blue-green algae. Now, in multicellular, like fungi, plants, and animals are multicellular. They are having more than one cell. Now, cells are divided in two types. One is eukaryotic cell, that means more developed cell, and prokaryotic cell. This is not developed cell, primitive type of cell. Eukaryotic cells found in multicellular organism and prokaryotic cell found in most of the unicellular organism. Now you can see from this picture, this is a prokaryotic cell and this is a eukaryotic cell. So in prokaryotic cells like bacteria, the nuclear region, here you can see this is the nuclear region of the cell, is poorly defined due to absence of nuclear membrane. Here is no nuclear membrane. While in case of eukaryotic cell, you can see this is the nuclear membrane. This is well defined. So this is the basic difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic. The nucleus region is not particularly defined, and that's why it is called as nucleoid. That means the prokaryotic organism or cells lack a nuclear membrane are called prokaryotic cell or primitive or primary karyonic cell. Karyon means होता है nucleus. यहाँ जो pro है पहले primitive, okay, and primary. Two words related this with this pro word. And karyotic mean होता है nucleus. So pro means primitive and karyon means nucleus. Primitive nucleus present in the prokaryotic cell, for example, bacteria. Now, if we talk about the eukaryotic cell, you can see there is a nicely defined region of nucleus because of nuclear membrane presents outside the nucleus. Here another difference of this prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell is that you can see here is a double membrane bound organelles are present. Cellular organelles like mitochondria is present, endoplasmic, Golgi body are present, but here you cannot see anything. Here only ribosome are present in the cytoplasm. So we can say prokaryotic cell lack membrane bound organelle. That means it lack membrane bound organelle. That means there is organ bound organelles are absent in prokaryotic cell. Now this is the table that shows the difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. So here this is prokaryotic cell which is present in most of the unicellular organism and eukaryotic cell present in multicellular organism. Now cell size is of prokaryotic cell is 1 to 10 micrometer in diameter, while in eukaryotic cell it is 5 to 100 micrometer in diameter. Nucleus is poorly defined due to absence of nuclear membrane in prokaryotes, while nucleus is well defined and surrounded by nuclear membrane in eukaryotic cell. Chromosome की बात करते हैं, then chromosome is a single in prokaryotic cell and more than one chromosome in eukaryotic cell. Organelles like mitochondria, Golgi bodies, plastid absent in prokaryotic cell, while it is present all the membrane bound organelle present in the eukaryotic cell. For example, bacteria, blue-green algae, archaebacteria comes under the category of prokaryotes, while fungi, plant, most of the algae and animal cell comes under the category of eukaryotic cell. So in this slide, basically we have to remember about the size, that prokaryotic cells are mostly smaller than eukaryotic cell, and nucleus is poorly defined or not well defined. That's why we call it as nucleoid region in prokaryotic cell, and in eukaryote it is well defined. Chromosome is single and more than one in eukaryotic cell. Now organelle, membrane bound, all the organelles are absent in the prokaryotic cell excuse me, while it is present in the eukaryotic cell. Example we can easily remember because bacteria is a basic cell. Bacteria, blue-green algae, archaebacteria, that is ancient bacteria, is example of prokaryotic cell, and more developed, जितने बड़े हैं organism like fungi, plant, algae, higher developed animal है, they are made up of eukaryotic cells. So we have to remember all about this.